Those cries and tears can be tough to bear and harder to quiet.
It drives parents crazy, especially a new set of parents who aren't used to this. It's normal for babies to cry. They don't have a lot of other ways of signaling what's going on in their lives.
Desmond Runyon is a practicing pediatrician and professor of pediatrics and social medicine at North Carolina Children's Hospital at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill.
Babies cry for all the reasons you can imagine. They could be hungry, they could want attention, they want stimulation, to be in touch. Babies cry, and the parent has to be a little bit of a detective.
Fortunately, there are several things you can do to calm your crying baby, starting with looking for the most common culprits.
The first thing is there something that I need to attend to? Has the baby been fed? Maybe the baby's hungry again.
I can tell if she's hungry because she will be sucking on her hand, or her little mouth will be trying to get something.
It might simply be a case of a dirty diaper.
The diaper's a little soiled there. Might be a good.
If that's not it, perhaps your baby needs to burp or pass gas. To burp him, lightly pat his back. To help her pass gas, fold your baby's legs toward her tummy a few times or move them gently in a pedaling motion. Your baby may be crying because she's hot or cold. Usually your baby can wear the same number of clothes and layers that you're wearing. If it's colder than about 68 degrees Fahrenheit, adding one more layer or swaddling your baby can help make her more comfortable. If that fails, your baby might be overtired. Babies need lots of sleep, and very young ones may need some shut-eye after being awake for just an hour or two. Catching sleepiness early can help, since calming an exhausted baby can be even more difficult. Look for early signs of tiring, such as yawning or droopy eyelids. Sometimes all your baby needs is attention or a change of scenery. Try making eye contact and talking to her or taking her to another room. If that's not it either, your baby's cries could be prompted by a small irritation, like a hair wrapped around a finger or a clothing label scratching her skin. So inspect even where you least suspect. If your baby's cry sounds different than usual, take his temperature and trust your instincts. Don't hesitate to call his doctor if he's inconsolable. He may be sick and need medical attention. Sometimes, even after you identify the cause of your baby's cries, your baby needs some help calming down. And sometimes babies just cry for no real reason. That's when you need a bag of tricks for soothing a fussy baby. Different babies respond to different methods, and what works one day may not work the next. So just give these comfort techniques a try. Soothing a young baby won't spoil her. Motion can work like a charm.
You can walk around with the baby. Many people know that their baby starts crying as soon as they stop walking. Driving the car, that motion seems to work. And then just comforting. Sometimes the rocking back and forth like this will do it too. Babies who have the inner ear stimulated a little bit often stop crying. So I'll put a baby in my arms and just gently move around back and forth. It's that vestibular stimulation in the inner ear. And so that's why rocking chairs work. And so you can either rock a baby in your arms, you can get an infant swing, and that appears to make a difference in terms of calming babies.
Newborns like to feel as warm and secure as they did in the womb. Try snuggling with your baby or swaddling him in a light blanket. This can calm a young baby almost instantly. Babies often like noise.
Talking and noise makes a big difference. I mean, if you think about how loud it's been for a baby whose ear has been smashed up against your aorta for 9 months, and now the world is actually pretty quiet compared to that. And so noise and music and hair dryers make the baby feel a little more at home.
Shushing loudly in your baby's ear and turning her on her side or stomach when she is awake can often help a baby feel more secure. Sometimes your baby may just want to suckle.
So you can give a baby their own hand, or you can use a little finger.
A pacifier can do the trick too.
Most babies can be calmed or quieted.
If nothing seems to help and you know that your baby's not sick, you may just have to ride it out.
Every baby has a fussy period. Some babies have 2 minutes of fussy period. Some babies have 3 hours of fussy period. It's biologic, and it happens in Botswana and hunter-gatherer societies. It happens in the United States. It happens to chimps.
Expect crying to intensify between 2 and 4 months, peaking around 3 months, with more crying in the evening. If you find you're getting overwhelmed or angry, stop trying to calm your baby and give yourself a break.
Sometimes you may need to just put your baby down in the crib and on his or her back, make sure you're safe, and then walk out, and the baby can cry and you can collect yourself. And then take about 15 minutes and go back in and check on the baby.
If you're at the end of your rope, turn to your partner or a friend for relief. You never want to end up shaking your baby out of frustration or exhaustion, as you may cause irreversible brain damage or even death.
You have to recognize that sometimes babies are going to cry, and it may be that there is nothing else to do, but just wait it out. And the good news is that babies rarely go to college still crying. Looks like we settled down pretty nicely here.
Yeah, she's very